Alright guys, welcome back to more PES 5 Master League. Today, right, you know what, there's loads of twists and there's loads of turns in this series. I mean, we're here and we're 9 seasons in, so of course there's going to be all kinds of things that have happened throughout those 9 seasons, pretty much. But, well, technically 8 going into our 9th soon, but you know the one. Right, this is the state of the team currently. So, yeah, we got like Czech. I think he was successful in his negotiation, wasn't he? Yeah, 5 years remaining. So we did some of this and we negotiated some contracts. Blah blah blah. We put Martins up for sale. See what happens with that. Mascherano is also up for sale, but again, see what happens. Where can he? Side mid. I wouldn't trust Mascherano as a side midfielder myself. Maybe it's worked out for some people, but not for me. DMF is pretty much where he wants to be, but we'll see how that goes. I think Fabregas renewed, didn't he? Yes, he did. And you might be thinking, what's all this? What's all these markings about? What's going on here? And stuff. De Jong joined us, so that is a fantastic sign in that one. I can't wait for him to get going. He's only on 800 salary, so that's pretty decent. Possibly, arguably, could have got him for cheaper. He can play centre-back and side-back if we need him to. Wing-back, central midfield, side mid. Oh my god, he's going to be good. I can't wait to get him going. We've put Joe Cole up for sale. Yeah, you might agree we shouldn't do that. He's 30, he's getting on. His stats are still really good. Maybe we could get something decent out of him and whatnot. Robin is gone up for sale. However, that doesn't mean to say we're definitely going to get rid of him. We'll just see if an offer comes in, see what happens. I know we only just acquired him in the last window, but that's what happens. This is what happens. Things twist and turn. We make U-turns. In fact, we make U-turns so much that this is what is going on. Yeah, so Ronaldinho didn't want to negotiate, so we've redone his contract, so we'll see what happens with that soon. We're going in for Buffon, right? We're doing it, I know. I've said we're not going to do it, but we are. Here we are. We're doing it, and we're actually going in with Ramon. We're going to offer Ramon. We're going to offer him 1,000 salary because I think he's on something like... I think it was, what is he on? 900, so 979 years salary, so we're going to up it to, say, 1,000. He's open to negotiate. It's so not. All I've been saying is, nah, we're not going to do it, he's 34, nah. And then he's open to negotiate. You know what, we're U-turning on it again. Make what you will of that. Some people agree, some people won't agree. He can rotate with Czech, blah, blah, blah. Ramon will go, Marshall will be a backup. That's the plan. Whatever. Clichy, been thinking about him. And we've decided that we're going to go for Clichy, actually. And we're going to try and replace him with Robinho. He's the one who's been offered as a trade. Robinho is currently 28. I wasn't expecting to get Robinho in the last window. And then I saw Clichy and I saw how pretty good he was. And I didn't realise that his top speed and acceleration went up that high. And he's got like good stamina because he was in the Oxen team. And left back has always been an issue. And I didn't want to get rid of Van Dijk. So that is what is happening this week. Some of the other things I just want to mention really quick. Where, I think there was somebody I think said go for Inzaghi. Which we can't do because we don't have space in the team. This is why we're trying to sell some players off. So this is mainly a week of just seeing what happens. Hopefully something may happen, but again, we have to wait and see with it. Orellano, this guy has been recommended to me quite a few times. Agility is really good. Response, 80. He's Argentinian. Stamina not so good, but he is only 17, guys, and look at those stats for a 17-year-old. That is so good. Centre forward, can play on the wing, can play AMF if needs be. Most people would agree, stick him up front or possibly on the wing rather than AMF, but yeah, that is really good. Aggression is 97. He's aggressive. Get some aggression in our team. Maybe that's what we need. So yeah, that is something right there. I like the look of this player. I cannot negotiate a contract because the team is full. So this is kind of a week of seeing what happens here. If the Ronaldinho thing comes off, maybe we can offer Ronaldinho for, say, Buffon. Maybe he could go to Juventus or something if that happens. If the Robinho one, the Ramon one falls through. I think the Robinho one might come off with the Clichy deal, which is, it'd be interesting. That'd be good. we ideally could do to offload some players. The problem is we're at a stage where pretty much every transfer window we don't get offered for players. You know what I mean? It's like in your first few seasons you do, but at this point you really don't. Anyway, I'm rambling too much. Let's go to our next game. It is against Galatasaray. See you there. And here we are then, guys. We are at the Atatürk today to play this pre-season game against Galatasaray. So, yes, look at this beautiful stadium. Liverpool won here in the 2005 Champions League final, and against AC Milan, of course. And, wow, just looking at the scenery brings back a lot of memories from that game. So yes, we are in the away kit today, which is sort of like a newish looking one because it's got like that bright red on it, so it's a little bit different. So I do liking the extra little details they've put into this patch today. Guys, it's a pre-season game, so you know what we're doing today? We are playing 4-3-3 today. Now, I know I said it's a formation that I have deemed to be a little bit too overpowered. Shimizu, oh, he maybe could have controlled that a little bit better. But it's a pre-season game, so I've decided, you know what? We don't have to worry about anything. It's not a competitive game. I probably won't play this for the season. It's all about trying some new stuff out today. So yeah, we have got Ronaldo sitting up front. Well, he's on the left side of the three up front. We've got Robben on the right side. And we got Babel down the middle. Was going to put Torres in there, but I was like, you know what? This is a good opportunity for Babel to get a little bit more game time, etc. So why not? Other than that, Cafu, I think Van Dijk is in there. Here's Ronaldo. Ooh. Here's De Jong. Yeah, De Jong's playing. He's making a debut today. Not a competitive debut, but a debut nonetheless. Here he is, actually. So there is that. And De Jong. Oh, he could have buried that. That could have been a debut goal. Kind of. So, yeah. I was loving the way we were sort of getting forward in the other couple of games. A little problem was I think our defence was a little bit leaky, and maybe that's something to do with not having a defensive midfielder or something. Then again, we did have a defensive midfielder in that game. It's just usually we have the one defensive midfielder. Oh, back. Here is Shimizu. And usually we're okay with that, but when we've got a different formation, it can change the whole sort of thing that we're not really used to it in a way. It's Fabregas. That was a really good shot, but a good save to match it. That one, he had the time there. Could have possibly played Ronaldo in. I remember when we used to play this formation, and we used to have all kinds of space on the pitch, and that's kind of when I almost deemed it a little bit too overpowered a bit. So, today we are just gonna play it and see how it goes. And Galatasaray, a team that has come a long way in this series. Like I said, we're entering our 9th season, and I think they were used to struggle at the bottom in like up until like the past couple of seasons or something. And they've managed to reach 4th in their league last season. And why are we scared of the ball here? Like, nobody wanted that ball. We were scared. Or something. But yeah. And now they've got like this really good team. They're going to be trying to qualify for Europe and whatnot. And this is a good opportunity for Robben. And the keeper makes a great save. That was a fantastic save. But you can see that there's like 5 Galatasaray players running back trying to stop that. And then we got through, and the formation can just affect a hell of a lot of things when you're doing stuff like that. So yeah, again, an interesting one. There's Hassan Sass, and here is Company, who is playing at the back today. Marshall is in goal, by the way. And Ramon, if he is swapped for Buffon, well, we won't be obviously seeing him again. That could be something, but yeah, like I said, we're playing this 4-3-3, and De Jong is sitting in DMF, so that's something that we've got going to do. That's going to be out of play. Half an hour gone in this one so far. I think we've had the better chances. And look at this. Oh, it's Robin. He's putting in Babel. It's Babel who slots home the ball. You see what I mean? You get that space and that time on the ball. You have that wide play up front. That's what I love about 4-3-3. But at the same time, I feel like it's sometimes a little bit too overpowered. Or do we just say, you know what, let's go back to it for a season? You know what I mean? That was a really nice, calm finish by Babel, that one. No, he was under no pressure. I mean, pre-season game, so there's no pressure anywhere. Robin puts him in. Goalkeeper's beaten for the first time in this game. Yeah, Torres would have been proud. Mutu would have been proud of that one. Yeah, calm, collected finish. You know, do we just say, you know what, let's go for it? And if we thrash every team this coming season, so be it. Do you guys want to see that? Do we want to thrash everyone like the good old Season 2, Season 3 days or whatever? Then again, you know, the thing is, since Season 5, though, I think that was the season when we conceded like only 13 goals in the league, and then we conceded just 3 in the season after. I think Season 6 was our best defensive record, I believe, if I remember correctly. But we, even though we weren't scoring many up front, we cracked the defence, basically. We got the defence right, and by doing that, we sort of, you know, you might say our football was a little bit more boring. That was a good take by Ronaldo. Shame. The keeper's on fire, though, today, to be fair. You know, it may be less offensive football, more defensive, but we played a really solid season from sort of Season 5 onwards. And you would think, well, we don't want to change that. We don't want to go back on that in this coming season. We want to keep things going. There's just so many different ideas I can't get my head around at this point. But yeah, you know what I mean? Cause like we got like Torres, Mutu usually sit up front together. But Mutu, could he be on his way out? I don't know. Maybe we should put him up for sale and see what happens with Mutu. Possibly. It's an idea. We have time during this summer to do it. The thing is, though, you don't have as much time as you think you do. I find a lot of the time. And here's De Jong. It's De Jong. That was me screaming at the fact that De Jong didn't get an opening goal for himself. Again, not a competitive game, but still would have been good to have scored that. Sabri here. I think Sabri was is it PES 6 ledge, I believe, if I remember correctly. And Marshall is going to have to do something there, and he does the right thing in the end. Just interesting first half. I'm liking, you know, like the Season 2 vibes with the wide play, but questions are being asked. What happens? So we're back off in this pre-season game against Galatasaray. Thank you for joining us for the second half here, guys. And yeah, so it's pre-season. It's all about getting the team prepared for the next coming season and which direction we take this. But to be honest, right, you know what? There were games last season. Oh my! How did we get away with that? That's crazy. That is crazy. That should have been 1-1. I'm telling you now, that should have been 1-1. But yeah, I think if I was going to say, come on, there's got to be something happening here. Like I was trying to say, there were games last season. In fact, in the past few seasons where, look at Cafu, good old Cafu, getting him back up. There were times where there were games where that were just boring. Honestly, I will openly admit there were boring matches here and there, and it wasn't that exciting to see. And it's Robin. Unlucky. You know, towards the end of last season where we just had that 1-0 against Man United, and then we had like the West Ham game, the We United game, And it's just like, I don't want that to happen, which is why if we have more formation options, we can make use of that. But it means it kind of means bulking out the team a bit. I think one of the swaps I tried the other week was the Schneider for Robinho deal, which didn't happen. And I've decided I'm not really going to bother with it this week. We could have maybe tried another swap, but was it worth it? Who knows, really. Here's Ronaldo. Ronaldo's going to try some stuff. I think that's an offside by Van Dijk. It's not an offside, which is strange because I thought it was. Here's De Jong. Yeah, I tell you, he's looking good already. But he's playing in a defensive midfield role on his own kind of thing, which is really, I mean, really where you want him, I would say anyway. He can pop up and get the odd goal, and Ronaldo's let that go past him, and I really wish he wouldn't do that. I feel like we're owed a second goal here. I think our defensive display in this game has been maybe a little bit better. Don't forget, though, the Oxen and the Pilates were tough teams, to be fair to them. Galatasaray, probably not as good, but, you know, to be taken more seriously now that they're, you know, going for Europe and whatnot properly from, like, this season onwards, so... Oh, shot there, blocked. Here's Robben. And it's Babel, and he's put Robben in, and it's Robben. Robben! That was awful from Robben. Maybe he could have taken it around the keeper, potentially. Who knows? I believe Shimizu is playing AMF in this one as well. Yeah, he is. So he's debating double central midfielders. We went with a central midfielder, but we also went with an attacking midfielder in Shimizu. And I'm loving Shimizu these days. Like, he is just so improved. Here's Robben. Here's Shimizu. And it's Babel. And it's Ronaldo. He's tripped. Oh, Ronaldo scores. That's 2-0 Liverpool. That should be the game. Fabregas. Fabregas is the other one that's playing this one. I didn't mention him. Usually Shimizu plays on the, I think we more or less play him on the left side, but he's playing the attacking midfield right side for us today. Not that it matters, he can play pretty much anywhere you want him to. Just about. Probably not goalkeeper based on his height, maybe. I mean, he's not built for that kind of thing. But you know, you never know. He could play and go. You know, you get some of these defenders that come on sometimes, don't you? Where they play and goal. Jagielka against Arsenal that one year. I watched that game, actually. It was a good one. It was a good one. John Terry, Chelsea, and there's plenty of others that I could name, but I don't want to go too far into it. Here is Uga, not Uga Booga. Oh, okay. De Jong's coming across here. He put the pressure on. That's going way off target. So some changes are going to be made in a moment. Ronaldo's going to be one of the ones to come off. He's just scored, of course. Oh, here's Babel. Header was never... Shimizu was running in there. Yeah. The 3 R's are on, and Robben is off. There's just some changes towards the end of this one. I think this has been good. 2-0 is solid. Our defence looked a little bit wobbly here and there, but looked overall solid. Is this going through? Oh! That would have been such a great goal, that. You could see the space. You could see what he was trying to run into there, Babel. The ball was put through to him. Very exciting stuff. Didn't pay off in the end, unfortunately. The goalkeeper for Galatasaray today, though, you have to give it to him. He's been fantastic. That would have been a great goal. The pass was exquisite, guys. It really was. Shimizu's looking at it and he says, probably not. But it's pre-season, so probably yeah. It was on target, it just couldn't. Well, again, the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper, that's all you need to say. And Fabregas is not going to get in trouble for that. Of course he's not. That's a foul on Babel. So yeah, thoughts on, do we maybe give this a go? Do we play it in the next game, potentially? See how it goes there. It's Robinho. It's Van Dijk who switched over to the right side just temporarily. That's coming in. Oh, and the corner has been given. It's going to be Robinho to swing it in, and it's back out again. And I think that's probably going to be the full-time whistle here. Yeah, it will be. Good game. Flowing football. Didn't concede. Looked a little dodgy. Maybe we could have. But to be honest, every opponent team has that 1 or 2 chances in a game at least. Usually anyway, where you could concede. I enjoyed that one. Really good. Game record. Shimizu, man of the match. 8.0. Really gutted for De Jong in the end because I thought he could have had a goal. He was getting himself forward. That's what I love about, like, sometimes defensive midfielders. They hang back, but maybe sometimes the opponents forget about them and then they make these runs forward, get themselves into a good area, and then it's like, you know, they can put the ball away. He was so unlucky. A goal today, I think, maybe would have pushed it for man of the match for him, possibly. Very unlucky not to have gotten it, but the passing and everything today was just cracking. I was loving it. Babel was really good. It was one of my faves today. Like, Ronaldo scored a goal, but only got a 6.0 today. Usually, when a player gets a goal, they at least maybe minimum get like a 6.5, maybe a 7 sometimes. You know, it's not always guaranteed, but didn't quite look himself too much on that left side. He cut in, he got a goal, he does what Ronaldo does. But yeah, I enjoyed that. Very nice. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's happened. It has happened. Buffon has been acquired. That's all it took. That's all it took. He's been swapped from Ramon. Ramon's gone to Juventus. That's it. Robinho's gone. He's gone to Arsenal now, Robinho. He's been Madrid, Liverpool, Chelsea, back to Liverpool. Now he's going Arsenal. And Ronaldinho has negotiated a new contract. I think it was like, wasn't it like 1,500 we offered him? Yeah, still check. Still check. But he was on like 2,800 before, so we've actually like almost halved his wages there, which is really good. And we've got some results here. Are you kidding me? We've just bought him, but Paris and Stuttgart want to buy De Jong. Hell to the no with that. That is insane. We finally got Buffon. You know, this is just ridiculous, though. This is ridiculous. You know what? I'm going to enter you, just in case. But this is ridiculous. We tried and we tried. We offered all that money. We tried swapping Ronaldinho for you, and then you become open to negotiate, and you're like, oh, okay then. I mean, obviously, we had to offer Ramon, maybe to sweeten the deal a little bit, but you're just, you are kidding. You are kidding. I mean, to be fair, we didn't pay as much for him, but we could have had him like 2-3 seasons ago. Maybe it wouldn't have made much difference anyway. I mean, we won trophies in those times anyway, but you know what I mean? Clichy's come in, new left back for us to try out. So I'll be looking to get him a sort of game probably in the next one. I know we've got the Roberto Carlos. He's 17, Roberto Carlos. Clichy is 27. We got Reset, who I believe is 33, going on 34, so we kind of need a rotation player. I know we've got Van Dijk. Thing with Van Dijk, he can play right back and left back if we need him to. He's 23, so it's like we've got a 17-year-old. Oh, it's 24 actually. A 24-year-old who's getting nearly 2,000 a year, which we'll just forget about. And then we've got Clichy now. Where is he? And he's getting 543. He's 27. So I mean, so it's like we've got Risa, who's the oldie. We got Clichy, who's like second oldest. Then we got Van Dijk after that, and then we've got like Roberto Carlos after that. So we're set up for left backs now. It just depends how Clichy gets on. I'm desperate to see how he's going to go. But welcome Clichy, welcome Buffon. Ronaldinho signed a new contract. We're paying him 1,300 less than we were before. We can use that for a swap deal if we want to. De Jong is going nowhere because we just acquired him. No way am I getting rid of him. He looks so good in that one game. So that's good. Joe Cole, that's a possibility. I mean, we've got some high earners in this team that probably shouldn't be getting as much as they do. I mean, Cannavara's getting 1,200 and he's 19 and we barely play him. Yeah, I mean... But that's what it is. Twists and turns, guys. That's what it is. See, when the results came in for the transfers, I was kind of excited because I'm thinking, oh, finally, maybe we can get rid of a player. Maybe somebody wants Martins or something like that. No, there's 2 teams that want De Jong. Are you kidding me with that? I just wish somebody would buy our players. I hate that. I hate that so much. But Orellano, that Orellano guy looks really good. We cannot acquire him currently unless we let somebody go. The only players that I think we could potentially let go is possibly Martins. What is he? 1,800. Barely gets played. Releasing this player will result in a penalty of 300. To be honest, that's not really a big penalty. You know what I mean? To be honest, if we pay that penalty, it means we don't have to play the 1,800 at the end. But the problem is, guys, we're at a point where we've got so many funds that we just don't know what to do with it. You know what I mean? We've got so much money coming in. It's like, is it really going to matter anywhere? You know, even if we kept him. You know what I mean? But if we did let him go, it would open up the possibility for new players to come in, like Orellano, for example. Orellano could play as a wide player. He could play on the wing. He's probably not going to get too many games, obviously, with him being young. But look at how Shimizu started out. He was young. He played quite a few games here and there, and he just kind of built up and built up. And that's kind of how it goes with a lot of these players. Rooney, kind of want him to get more time. Maybe it's finally time to say, let's stop being a hoarder and actually, you know, let's let players go for once. It would open up for Inzaghi. It would open up for... Oh, I think it was Maldini was the other one. You know what I mean? I'm happy with this team as it is, though. Do you know what I mean? Maybe we don't need Robben. He's good. Maybe we don't need him, though. You might argue. Joe Cole, I think, has been fantastic since he's come in. He's been here since midway through Season 3, I believe. I mean, he's 30 now. Put him up for transfer, but can't get anything back. But yeah, that is pretty much it. Let's just check non-affiliated just in case anything has changed. Possibly, probably hasn't really. But yeah, it always comes down to this sort of, what do you do? How do we want the team to be? What are our thoughts on today's game with the 4-3-3 formation, guys? I thought it was exciting to play that. We could have had more goals. We didn't, but the 4-4-2 and the 4-3-3 have been much more exciting to see us play than the formation we usually play, which is usually the 4-4-2 diamond. We've been playing that for like the past 4 or 5 seasons or whatever it's been now. So yeah, it doesn't appear to be really anything on here. We looked at Fowler, didn't we, the other week? It's an option though. Fowler or Inzaghi? I think Inzaghi rather than Fowler myself. Because, you know, looking at the stats, I'm not saying Fowler's bad, but when you looked at those Inzaghi stats the other week, they were really, really good. So yeah, I don't know, guys. You know, we've got a little time. We're about approaching the halfway point, actually, of the pre-season already. There is time to make 1 or 2 more changes. We might just be happy with how we are, but we're not a team that just sits back in the transfer window. We like to get out there and go for anyone and everyone. But yeah, Robinho's left us, and we're going to move on to the next one. in the next episode, which is going to be against Borussia Dortmund. So we haven't played these. I think it was like pre-season of before season 3 kicked off. I think that was the last time, or the only time we've played Dortmund in this Master League. So it might be interesting to play them, and I think we're going to play at their actual stadium rather than like a neutral venue this time. So we're mixing it up, changing it a little bit. So yeah, join us for that one next time, guys. That is fixture 4. After that, we'll be 4 games done, 4 to go in the preseason. We'll be halfway there. I need to go think about what we're going to do next, and I'll see you next time. Comment, subscribe, and share. As always, take care.